Imagine this. A nation, fresh from World War I, armed with machine guns, takes on a flock of birds and loses. It sounds like a cartoon, right? But this unbelievable story is completely true. Welcome to the Great Emu War of 1932, when Australia went to war against emus. It all began in Western Australia, 1932. The Great Depression was crushing the world, and Australia was no exception. Many World War I veterans had been given farmland in the vast Murchison district, hoping to rebuild their lives by growing wheat. But the land was harsh, and profits were slim. Everything changed when a new enemy appeared. Tall, fast, and unstoppable. The emu. Droughts had driven tens of thousands of emus toward farmland, searching for food and water. Estimates say up to 20,000 to 50,000 birds invaded the crops, devouring wheat, trampling fences, and destroying months of hard labor. For struggling farmers, it was an economic disaster. Desperate farmers turned to the government for help. Australia's Minister of Defence, Sir George Pearce, approved a military operation, perhaps seeing it as both assistance and good target practice for soldiers. On November 2, 1932, Major G.P.W. Meredith led 2 soldiers armed with 2 Lewis machine guns and 10,000 rounds of ammunition to the front lines. The mission: eliminate the emu threat. What could possibly go wrong? The soldiers arrived confident, but they soon realized they were completely outmatched. The emus moved in small groups, scattered instantly at gunfire, and could run over 30 miles per hour, 50 kilometers per hour. Even when hit, they often kept running. Their thick feathers and strong legs made them surprisingly tough. One soldier even said, "These birds are built like tanks." After a week of failed ambushes, only a few hundred birds had been killed. Despite thousands of bullets fired, newspapers began to mock the operation. If the military had a medal for the emus, they'd surely award them the Iron Cross. The army even tried mounting guns on trucks, but the rough terrain made aiming impossible. By December, the war was officially over. Final score? 986 emus dead, 9,860 bullets fired. That's about 10 bullets per bird. The Great Emu War became an international joke, but also a strange lesson in humility. Minister Pearce faced ridicule, while farmers turned to a more practical solution: a bounty system that rewarded civilian hunters. Ironically, a few locals with rifles proved more effective than a military force. So, what can we learn from this absurd battle? That technology and firepower don't guarantee victory, and that nature often plays by its own rules. It's a reminder that even the smallest adversary deserves respect. The Great Emu War remains one of history's most bizarre and humbling chapters. A story proving that sometimes, even the mightiest fall to a flock of determined birds. If you enjoyed this story of Australia's strangest war, hit that like button, subscribe for more unbelievable history, and remember, sometimes, the wild always wins.